So the new political debate season has just been announced. No, I'm not talking about 2014, but the 2016 campaign. That's right, the first Republican primary debate will be held in September of 2015 at the Ronald Reagan Library. Get ready. Folks, there is consensus among the Republican Party leaders, the faithful, that their primary debate process was just out of whack and crazy the last time, maybe the last two election cycles. It became more of a freak show, a contest for people trying to get their own reality shows, book deals, speaking engagements, and didn't really have a whole heck of a lot to do with who would be the leader of the strongest nation and the most powerful nation in the world. Socrates once pointed out that when it comes to public speaking, there's really three elements involved. There's what you're saying, there's how you're saying it, and there's who you are, your credibility as a person. A little friendly advice to the Republican Party. If they're simply going to say, anyone who's glib, anyone who aspires to be a talk show host, anyone who has been local office or been a part of a business is automatically a legitimate candidate, they are in for more of the same as last time. Ridicule, mockery, and circus-like attention. I would humbly suggest to the Republican Party that they just be a little more cynical, frankly, be a little more strategic and ask themselves, okay, what's the goal of the debate? It's to help voters decide who should be the nominee. Who do we want the nominee to be? Somebody who can win the presidency. Let's look back in the last 50 years, last 60 years, in the history of political debates. Who has actually won a major party nomination and then won the presidency? And we have to, in fact, even go back more than 60 years to include generals of major wars that have been won. Otherwise, you've got governors and you've got senators and vice presidents. So if you were a Republican Party and you actually wanted to have a debate among candidates who had a prayer of winning the presidency, and you wanted to look at a fairly lengthy database pool, you look at the last 50 years and you would eliminate anyone who isn't a governor or a vice president. Now, I don't think Dick Cheney's planning on running. No one wants Dan Quayle to run. And there are not a heck of a lot of other, well, George Herbert Walker Bush could in theory run again, but at age 90 he's not going to. So that pretty much rules out vice presidents. That really just leaves governors. Now, as it turns out, the Republican Party has a number of governors who are interested in running for the presidency. Now, if they wanted to be a little more expansive, they could include, of course, U.S. senators. But Democrats have had better luck with senators becoming president, although not much luck. Barack Obama, hardly the role model for Republicans, and way back to John F. Kennedy. So, and look at how the recent Senate nominees of the Republican Party have done. Bob Dole, John McCain, electoral disasters. So if you really sat down as a Republican leader and said, how can we limit this to people who are likely to be accepted by the American people and actually have a chance of winning the presidency, I think you would eliminate from consideration anyone in the debates who isn't a current or former governor. Now, I'm not on the Republican National Committee. I have no say-so in this, but at some point, it seems like the Republicans would be tired of losing and tired of making their whole primary process a big circus. Let's not forget, folks, 5 of the last 6 popular elections have been lost by Republicans in the general election. So something ain't working. That's my suggestion on how to improve their debate process. I'd love to hear from you.